Okay, so we're gonna change up this thing. We're gonna play this thing called Bloody Painter Dating Sim. So there's some content warnings. The game's not for children. You have to agree that you're 13 years old. There's scenes of violence, realistic gore, jump scares, starvation, realistic depictions of graphic violence, auditory gore, murder, death, dismemberment, graphic self-decapitation, and a realistic severed head. Okay. God. In the game, players can easily die. If you encounter a murderer, please call the police first. It's unrealistic to develop a romantic relationship with a murderer. This is a romance game. Okay then. I'm so pretty. So apparently we are captured by a serial killer, and within 7 days I have to enhance my chance of survival, or I will die. With a severe headache, you wake up in an unfamiliar place. As you touch the bruise on the back of your head, it seems you were hit by something heavy before you lost consciousness. A heavy iron chain tied around your feet. Someone has trapped you here. You try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. Let's investigate the surroundings first. The room is surrounded by 4 walls without any windows. It's really cleaned up and no ashes or sand can be seen. Looks like a prison built by a germaphobe. Where to investigate next? Cell phone? No signal. Ah, crap. I might be in a remote place or underground. Where to investigate next? A mattress? There's a mattress on the floor. The mattress feels really hard to lie on. Ew. It's a meal. That looks actually good. Near the door there's a serving of spaghetti with tomato sauce and a bowl of water. Also, a round plastic fork that's completely harmless was thoughtfully attached. It's still warm. It feels like it was taken out long ago. What if I get next? The door? I didn't see the keyhole. You peek through the keyhole, but you see nothing outside. I wonder where I am. I'm the person, or not the person, but the game did say there was jump scares, which means if I peek through this keyhole, I'm gonna see some stuff, and it's gonna scare me. I'm scared. What do I do? Yell for help? Help! Nobody answers. Ew. You can't hear any sound other than your own breathing. The soundproofing in this room seems particularly good. Why? What is he gonna do to me that remains, like, could... Oh my god. Is he gonna murder me? I'm scared. Okay. Why not? Ew. Why does that look suspiciously like human juice? You make the room messy and dirty with food. I mean, I'll just sleep. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. That's loud. Huh? You open your eyes after hearing some noises. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. I mean, he kinda cute. I mean, I know. I'm playing this game because we, as girls, some of us aren't mentally okay and we like serial killers, okay? He looks extremely displeased. You notice the mop and the bucket he brought with him. Who are you? Why did you abduct me? He starts to clean up, ignore your questions. He's mad because I knocked over my food. I am sorry. After a while, the dirty room became clean, and he doesn't forget to spray alcohol everywhere to disinfect when he's done. Okay, hold on. I want to load this one. What if I don't knock over the mill? What if I just sleep, right? And I don't knock over the mill. Would he be less displeased? He remains silent as if he's sizing up his prey. He points to the plate on the floor, like indicating that you should finish your meal quickly. Thinking that the strange man might have poisoned the meal, you shake your head in fear. Seeing you have no intention of eating, he looks quite distressed.
You can't die.
I don't know.
Not now.
He sounds cute. He slowly speaks with a deep
The
and steady
freezer
voice.
is full.
Freezer? What freezer? What does that mean?
The freezer is full, and there's no space for more.
Oh my... Is he gonna stuff me in the freezer? Full of what? Full of other people?
7 days.
7 days. Samara Morgan. He pauses and
There
thinks.
won't be space until 7 days later.
What? I don't know what the bloody painter does with his victims. Does he eat them? Or like what?
If you die now, you'll rot.
You wanna preserve me? What do you mean? So I only have 7 days left to live? He nods and walks out the door. Just yes. Wait, you can't just leave me here like this, please. Your cries can't stop the door from closing. Let's investigate the surrounding first. A bread and a bottle of water. You peek outside from the keyhole. You see the shadow of a man walking around. Seems to be busy with something. What is he doing? Okay, so I can only sleep. Like, what else can I do? Please try to improve your survival rate within 7 days. Let's have a guess at it and look around. Empty plate. You check the keyhole. You seem to see something. You see that there's a vague figure at the end of the door. Okay, I'm gonna save. Let's save here. What? Just yell for help. Yeah? That sounds like a good idea. Help! After you yelling for help, I realize what that is. Oh my god, that is an artwork of a human body, not a human being. Ha! Shit. Sir! Whoa. Okay. We're gonna save this file. Cause I'm gonna save this file, right? Let's save here. And then we're gonna load the previously saved file. What if we observe quietly? You sense something wrong and realize what that is after narrowing your eyes. So we still see it. Oh my god. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door and there's no trace of the strange man. First, you go into the room with a large freezer, sink, and operating table. Oh! What is that? A bone saw? Pliers? Like what? Hammer? 2 hammers. A mallet, a hammer, scalpels of different sizes. Oh my god. Then you open another heavy door. Oh my god! You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. Oh my god! There's fingers, ears, tongue, eyes, teeth. The jars are filled with specimens made from human body parts. It's like you're in an art museum. Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen artwork? What the fuck are those works? So there's jaws, there's like a human body. Oh, and the artwork. My god. You're thinking, you've seen this scene. Fuck! Oh my god. We're gonna save this. And why the artworks? Cause no, actually, what will happen if I do fuck? What the hell are these sick stuff so disgusting? You say all the curse words you can think of in your life. You raise your fist and smash it against the glass cabinet. Just stop before your fist hits it. Your wrist is grabbed by someone. Before you realize it, the man is already standing behind you.
The last thing I welcome is an uneducated person like you.
I'm sorry? Oh, you feel a twinge in your abdomen. And then the red warm liquid flows out. He kills you, and he cleans up the scene carefully. After dissolving you with strong acid, he buries you in the garden? He killed me! Bad End 6-2, you're not even good enough to be material. Oh! I died? Oh my god. Oh. What? Oh. I loaded the wrong file. What? Yeah. What if I save it, like, at the third file? Save. Run away? Can I run away? You look for a door to escape everywhere, but just can't find any. With an idea, you lie on the wall and start tapping, trying to find if there's a hidden secret passage. Just when you're tapping, someone covers your face with a small towel from behind. You pass out after struggling for 2 to 3 minutes. You're back in the small room when you wake up and the door's locked. There's no such chance ever again after that. You can only eat the meal he sends every day and wait for the 7th day to come. Let's save here. Huh? Bad End. 6-3? Bad End 6-3. Lamb to the slaughter. Let's admire the artworks. You look around and admire his work with relish. You look at them for 15 minutes straight.
Interesting.
You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. I like them. They're so beautiful. Because we're sick. The man goes silent with his head tilted for a couple of seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking about something. He's hot though. I mean, maybe because I'm just sick, but he's kinda cute.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
No, I feel nothing at all. Oh my god, we're turning into him. We're like a killer.
You're such a weirdo.
Thanks. As if I didn't know that already. You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you're in. You go to sleep to end the day. Your survival rate increased. Oh! Nice. Until noon, you don't seem to see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You're waiting for him to bring dinner, but what you get is not dinner. Instead, you hear the doors opened. A light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation. You open the door and walk into that light. You first arrive at the room with an operating table outside of the door, but this time the operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human corpse on it. The man pops out of somewhere. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you.
First, where do you think the first cut should be?
On me or the corpse? His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. I must save it here in case he stabs me. Let's save on the first file, because we really don't need. Before I attack him, you turn around and quickly try to stab him with a surgical knife. Oh! Yeah, we're dead. But seems to already know we would do that and hold you down quickly.
You are indeed pretending.
There's no chance ever again after that. You can only eat the meal he sends every day and wait for the 7th day to come. I'm to the slaughter? Smart ass. Yes, I am. Okay, let's load this one. I can't do it. You can't hurt innocent people even if it's a corpse. But if you don't cut it, the men will know you're just pretending to admire his artworks to survive. After struggling with your thought, you drop the knife in your hand in fear.
You are indeed pretending.
Oh my god. What is this one? Smartass 2? No. Too soft-hearted. Oh my god. Okay, let's stab it. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifices. Without hesitation, you stab the abdomen of the corpse with the knife. But due to lack of professionalism, the lines you cut are crooked and ugly. Oh! And this is when he gets close behind your back and holds your hand. You're both holding the surgical knife like you two are cutting a cake together. You mean a wedding cake? With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. You can smell an ocean perfume from him due to how close you are. It seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his warmth with your back, but his fingers are a little cold. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't. You start to speculate on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty and process to understand him? You think after the happy creative time ends, you're locked in the room you were in. You can go to sleep to end the day. Day 4, noon. Until noon, you see breakfast and lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You notice that something is shining at the corner. A key to the door? It seems like the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door. You go past the operating table where you two spent creative time together last night. The display room. Then you discover that there are unnatural, uneven marks from one wall to the other. You find a trapdoor. After pushing the trapdoor, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner of the storage room, you see a stair that goes up. It turns out that this is really an underground secret room, hidden layer by layer with a trapdoor. No wonder the sound installation is so good. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. In the woods? Who is this? Then you realize the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of a bookcase. And you look around and find that there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin. And there's also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. Then you walk into the living room. Oh, he is a cute man. But why does he look like that? You see a young man with a handsome face, yes, and pale skin lying on the sofa. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of formalin emanates from his body. It's him! He is the masked man who kidnapped you, but he's not wearing a mask at this time. Even better. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression, his neck is sweating, and he seems to be trembling. It looks like he's sick. Oh, poor baby. At this time, you decide to... God, okay, let's save. Let's just run. If you don't run away now, then when? You open the door and find a forest with heavy snow outside. You remember why you came here. You were traveling alone. In the evening, your car hit a deer on the forest road and then stalled. With no cell phone signal in the deep mountains, you walk on the road for 30 minutes until it got dark. Then you saw the light of a cabin in the forest and decided to ask the occupants for help. That's when you witnessed that scene. You witnessed a man wearing a mask dragging a corpse into the cabin, and unfortunately you were discovered by the man. You ran wildly on the mountain road, but the man was more familiar with the terrain than you were, and he quickly got in front of you and knocked you out. Then when you opened your eyes, you were in the underground secret room. But this time the man fell ill on the couch and there's no one to stop you. So I gotta run, right? You cross the gate with confidence, but after you only take a few steps, a sharp pain hits your calf, and then you look down at the blood-red stain on the snow. Just now you realize that there are a lot of bear traps placed around the cabin, and it was difficult for you to identify them because they were covered by the snow. The unstoppable pain makes you fall towards the snow in front of you. Oh my god! As more bear traps are triggered, you are no longer you. You are an unrecognizable piece of flesh. The snow has dyed even brighter red, and you can only wait for the wolves to eat up your remains. Oh my god. Bad end. Beware of traps. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stay and take care of him. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. No, basically I can't leave. If I leave, I die via bear traps. Whoa, so hot. Yes, you are. You try to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. The living room is spotlessly clean. Where to investigate next? His expression is ferocious. He seems to be in pain. He's still having a fever. You don't think it's good for a patient to sleep on the sofa, but you can't move him with your strength. It feels like you did them all. The workmanship of these specimens is exquisite. Where to investigate next? There's a photo of him on the shelf. It's a photo of him standing at the entrance of the Judicial Mental Hospital with a man in a doctor's robe. There's a jar of cocoa powder and a cup on it. Let's make him a cup of cocoa. We'll investigate. There's a box with a combination lock on the shelf. Okay, so there's a combination lock, but we need numbers. You find some of these profiles in the bookcase. Name Helen Otis. Gender male. Birthday October 1, 1980. Actually, could 1980 be the code? $1980. About October 1st. October 1st, 19. Oh, it's, oh my god. Clear. So that's not the case. That's 1980 isn't the thing. The kitchen is spotlessly clean. There are some ice cubes in it. These can cool down his body temperature. You find some clean towels in the kitchen cabinet. I can soak a towel in ice water and place it on the patient's for her to calm down. You return to the living room, wring out the excess water from a towel soaked in ice water and place on his forehead. His fresh expression gradually softened. You once again notice his fair skin and long eyelashes, and his slightly curly black hair. If you don't say he is a murderer, his sleeping face looks very harmless now. After a while. Oh. He wakes up to the scent of your brewing cocoa and sits up on the couch. He looks a little shocked. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what's going on.
Why are you doing this?
Cause I'm not okay in the head. I want to ask myself that too.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away.
I did. But I got killed by bear traps, so here I am. Hello.
You're such a weirdo.
You said that before. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? You can't help but bitch about him. You seem to see the corners of his mouth rising slightly for a few seconds, and the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. It seems that he's still a little wary of you. Can you tell me who you are?
Bloody Painter. That's the name they gave me for my modus operandi.
Bloody Paint. They? Who? Who is they?
If you find it difficult to pronounce, you can call me BP.
How does Bloody Painter sound, hard to pronounce? Even though that he told you was just a nickname, at least you know how to call him now. After the brief conversation on the sofa, he does not lock you back in the underground secret room. Perhaps staying to take care of him was when he felt ill was enough to prove that you won't run away. You get up from the sofa and continue to look at the specimen decorations in the living room. He sits on the sofa, crossed his legs, picks up a book and starts reading.
By the way, you better not try to escape.
I mean, sir, I tried to, but I died.
There are traps all around the cabin.
Yeah.
And only I know how to get in and out safely.
Okay. So, yeah. You sit on the sofa. Soon a wave of sleepiness comes over you. Today you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room. Your survival rate increases. Day 5. I only have 2 more days. You see him busy cleaning in and out of the house early in the morning. I'll come help too. After finishing speaking, you pick up the rag and bucket and join the cleaning. But you can't really see where this almost spotless house needs to be cleaned. You're just taking a clean wet rag and wiping it on the clean cabinet. Do you usually love cleaning this much?
It would soon be covered with a layer of dust.
It must be cleaned like this 1 or 2 times a week, otherwise it would soon be covered with a layer of dust. Although he doesn't talk much, his tone and voice give you a gentle feeling and don't make you feel nervous. You climb up the short ladder and wipe the high cabinets with a rag. Suddenly, a cockroach crawls out from the crack in the cabinet. You are so frightened that you lose your balance and fall backwards. You close your eyes, but what you get is not the pain of falling to the ground, but a warm feeling. Hi! You open your eyes and find that he's holding you like you're a princess. He catches you with the same old cold expression on his face.
Are you alright?
Now that you catched me. Perhaps to resolve the awkwardness, he asks, I'm alright, it was just a cockroach. Hearing the word cockroach, he puts you down. He takes 2 steps back from the cabinet you just wiped and then says calmly,
Don't come near here yet.
Huh?
It's
Why?
dangerous.
What? Oh, he's scared of cockroaches! You can't help but talk about the huge thought of a murderer being afraid of cockroaches. Fine, whatever you say. The interaction just now makes you feel a little warm from this cold murderer. Unless you see more of these reactions and expressions. This is the rate of relaxation you have felt in these tense days. He could have let you fall off the ladder, but he rushed over to catch you. Somehow you feel that after these few days of getting along, maybe now you both have different ideas about each other than you originally had. It was only a clear relationship between the murderer who wanted to hunt a prey who was trying to escape. But now that has an extra layer of friendship, causing the interaction between you to have an indescribable sense of dissonance? Dissonance? Just when you pick up the old newspaper and prepare to wipe the windows, you find a police car parked on the road in the distance. 2 police officers get out of the car and keep looking toward the cabin. At some point, BP is already behind you, looking out the window with you.
Wait for a second.
And then he walks out the door to talk to the police officers.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you Mr. Otis?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever seen these people around here? The police officer takes out some photos from his pocket.
Have these people committed a crime and are running away?
No, the people are the missing people around this area.
I haven't seen them before, but wolves and bears often appear around here.
Can we check out your cabin?
Yes, come in.
BB behaves very kindly and politely. After speaking, he leads the way for the police officers.
Please, follow my footsteps. I placed some traps near the cabin to protect against wild wolves and bears. You don't want to step on them.
The police officers enter the house and see you. Hello, this is...
An old friend who came to visit me recently.
You greet the police officers with a smile and a nod. At the same time, a police officer quickly looks through the missing person photo in his hands. Then he puts the photo back into his pocket. It seems that your disappearance has not been discovered by anyone yet. You stand next to the bookcase, blocking the entrance to the secret room. After searching around, the police find nothing unusual and leave. His trust in you increases. Today you still sleep on the couch in the living room instead of in the cold basement. Half asleep, you hear the sound of someone approaching. When you notice it, the person seems to be very close to you. You pretend to be asleep and the person just looks at your sleeping face quietly. The man stretches out his hand and takes it back just as he's about to touch your hair. He turns around and leaves. You see him busy in the kitchen for a while. Then breakfast is served in front of you. Oh my god. There's a piece of toast with just the right crispiness of the large round plate, a poached egg on top of the toast and some lettuce salad. The plating looks delicious. The drink is a cup of freshly brewed hot cocoa. The cutlery he gives you is still a round plastic fork with no offensive features. You sit at the dining table and start eating while he sits on the chair opposite you and flips through a book. It's still snowing outside, and listening to the squeaking sound of the fireplace, the atmosphere in the cabin is particularly comfortable. As long as you ignore the fact that you're in the same room with a murderer who kidnapped you, everything is really relaxing. Dude, look at the modern, house, plates, you know. You look at him who is full of mysteries, and some questions arise in your mind, and you decide to... I don't know if I still die. Asks loudly. Hey, excuse me. I have a question. You say with a super loud voice.
I'm not Van Gogh. I have ears to hear. What is it?
What book do you
Usually,
read?
I would read some anatomy and taxidermy books, but today is different.
What are you reading today?
The Truman Show.
What is the book like?
The whole world that the protagonist lives in, including himself, is all just someone's creation. Everything that happens is watched by the audience, and there is no privacy at all. But he is completely unaware that he is in such a large theater. Very ridiculous, right? I can't imagine this to happen in reality, or to me. If our world was like the Truman Show, how would the audience view the current situation? I understand. After all, normal people cannot forgive me for such behavior, but I don't care what they think. I just want to complete my work. I have always been a selfish man.
Pick out the book and next to you and read.
Usually,
what about?
I would read some anatomy, The Truman Show. The whole world, everything that happened, but he
What
is
if I choose the other one?
Very ridiculous. I can't imagine if our world was like The Truman Show. How would the audience be excited?
Let's be excited.
Why?
They may be attracted to your charm and want to be killed by you. That is so true.
Incomprehensible. But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste.
Good taste. It's hard to tell from his poker face whether he's seriously boasting or joking. You pick up the books next to you and start flipping through. It's a book about the possibility of having a completely opposite version of yourself in a parallel world. If there's a complete opposite version of you, what would you think it would be like?
Oh, that book. Let me think. Probably a guy wearing a burgundy coat and always having a smile on his face.
Why is the burgundy coat?
Because I like blue. If he is the opposite of me, he should like red, right?
Oh, well, what are you gonna use me for? He asks bravely. He looks up at you for a
I was
moment.
going to make you into some kind of doll at first.
Doll?
Your eyes are beautiful, but if they are left
Aw.
alone, they will become rotten and sunken.
Oh.
So I would like to dig your eyes out and put them in a glass jar and soak them in formalin to preserve them.
Yeah, not all anymore. Yikers.
Glass beads will be placed in the empty eye sockets to replace the eyes.
Oh my
You
god.
look very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact.
Oh. Stop, this is
Sorry.
terrible.
I was so immersed in talking about art that I didn't consider your feelings.
From an artistic point of view, it's a good idea, but you're describing my real corpse, it still
So be
scares
careful
me.
next time.
Huh? There's still a next time? Why did he say at first? Has his mind changed? You're curious, but you don't have the guts to ask any further.
Usually, I would read some anatomy
Whoa.
and taxidermy books. The Truman Show. Everybody, if our world was like the Truman Show, how would the exciting? But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste. I would. You look very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact.
Thanks for the compliment.
You're welcome.
What? Ow. I banged my knee. That hurt. What did you say at first? Has your mind changed? Okay. About potted plants. I saw many potted plants on the shelves in the living room, but why are they all withered?
I have tried my best. I don't know why they always die.
And conversation. Yes. Day 6 noon. It's noon time. To thank you for making breakfast for me, let me make lunch in return. He frowns at you with an expression like, are you out of your mind? What, do you not trust me cooking? I'll have you know I'm a good cook in reality. Like, I make curry, soup, I can make a really good meal. Don't worry, you sit there trapped inside the house. Only you know how to get in and out normally. Even if I resist you with a knife, I can escape.
Okay, but I'll keep an eye on you. Don't try anything stupid.
Yes, sir. Great. As for what to cook and the ingredients, well, a bad idea flashes through your head and curiosity makes you ask, do you eat human flesh?
No, why would I do that? I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
Okay. Thank God. I thought you murderers all had some degree of cannibalism.
Let's put it this way. Do you eat paint and painting tools? Just because I kill people to use as materials to make works doesn't mean I will eat them. Also, I'm different from those who have fun committing a crime and kill purely for the sake of killing. Don't confuse me with that kind of unprincipled guy.
He's like, I'm a murderer, but I murder with a plot, okay? I murder for certain things. I don't murder just because I want to.
I wouldn't do anything unless necessary.
Okay, so killing people and making them into dolls and artwork and material is necessary?
You are here only because you witnessed the crime scene.
Okay. I see. After hearing this, you decide to cook a common dish. You look at the ingredients in the refrigerator. There are eggs, tomatoes, white rice, and some curry powder on the shelf. Okay, I've decided. You turn on the stove and start to cook. Body Painter watches the entire production process. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he's more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. Soon after, normal curry omelette rice was served. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna save this because I like this. Okay, that looks really good. But I want to. I'm gonna skip the whole thing. But I plan
Interesting.
to
Don't you? You're
cook
such
a
a
human
weirdo.
meat dish, and I wonder what would happen after that. Because I want to know, like,
Where do you think
does he like
the first cut should be?
like does he freak out and stuff, or is he like, huh, you know what, maybe I would like to try it, you know? Because I don't know if he would like to try it, but who knows, maybe he would. Like, honestly, we died so many times. I can't.
Wow,
Like,
you're
he's
such a
cute.
weird. If you find it difficult, there are traps
He
all
is
around the cabin,
Cute.
and only I know how to get in and
I
out
know
safely.
it's probably messed up,
It would soon
and
be
you
covered
guys
with a
watching
layer
this
of dust.
will also think it's messed up,
Are
but
you all right? Don't. It's dangerous.
the way he's scared
Wait
of the
for a sec.
cockroach is
Is
so
there
cute.
anything I can help you? Yes, I am. Have these people I haven't seen? Yes, I placed some traps near an old friend who came to visit me recently. What is it?
Okay, so this is when I asked, can I cook lunch?
Okay, don't try anything stupid. No, I just use. Let's put just because. Also, don't confuse. I wouldn't do it. You are here only
Blah
because you
blah
witnessed
blah.
the crime scene.
Cover on the shelf. Okay, I've decided. Huh? What the hell? Never mind, we'll just go with this. He says out the rice without saying a word. Don't worry, there's no poison. Were you watching the whole process? He starts to move after he finishes speaking. He takes a spoonful of omelette rice and puts it in his mouth. What do you think?
It's surprisingly quite delicious.
See, I told you. I'm a good cook. What's
Nothing.
wrong?
It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time.
Oh, that is so sad. I can make more if you like. We had a fairly pleasant afternoon. Day 6 late at night.
Hey!
You're woken by a sleep by the man. Oh, too close. Sir, back the fuck up. His face is close to you and his blue eyes are staring at you. What's wrong? You sit up on the couch and rub your eyes.
Got to go.
Go where? Got to
I've
go?
noticed something unusual about the number of police cars patrolling nearby recently. They must have some relevant evidence and are doubting it. It is very likely there is an ambush outside. It's snowing heavily outside now, and I think it's time to leave now. Come with me or not. It's your choice.
Oh. Let's stay. I want to stay and live a normal life. You think that this crazy journey should not go on anymore?
Okay, I understand.
Suddenly, his face slowly moves closer to you, just when he's about to touch you. He takes a piece of cloth and covers your mouth and nose hard. After struggling hard for 2 to 3 minutes, your consciousness gradually becomes blurred. When you open your eyes, you're back in the basement again. You are tied to a chair and you can't move your body. You try to break free, but you fail. The rope is tied very firmly. You hear someone's footsteps getting close to the door. The door opens. He walks in slowly, holding something behind his back. He moves closer and closer to you until he's at your ear. You can hear his breathing and your own heartbeats. You close your eyes out of fear. You can feel that he's scratching your skin softly with the back of a knife, and the cold metal stimulates your nerves. His palm is holding you back from your neck through his glove, as if he's studying your face and thinking about where to cut it. Fear boils inside you, tears filling your eyes unconsciously. Suddenly he fiercely holds up the back of your neck, forcing you to look him in the eyes. He slowly speaks with a soft tone in your ear.
If you stay here, you might reveal my information to the police. The risk of keeping you alive is too high. But even if I say I want you to come with me, a normal person like you will leave me one day, eventually. I quite like you. And if it's you, I would like to turn you into a work and put you somewhere I can see you every day.
Oh,
It's you who made me realize that I might be more selfish than I thought. Don't worry. I'll saw your head off as material for artwork and visit you every day.
So that smile doesn't make this situation any better. I mean, you're cute, but please.
Thank you for spending these few days with me. I felt quite at ease.
Just because you're cute doesn't mean you
We'll
can
have
kill
more
me.
time to spend together in the future.
Oh my god, I'd rather be like actually alive and conscious through the whole thing. Ow. Ouch. The red flower flows from the neck. Day 7. There's still more day 7? Now you can neither feel or think. Everything becomes dark. Is that me? Oh my god. Your body and your skull are separated. He finds a new place after he takes your head and leaves the cabin. Oh my god. He carefully makes your head into a specimen and your eyes are replaced with glass beads. You are made into a beautiful but also creepy doll and he visits you often. You become his favorite work. You are with him forever in the form of art. Good end. Good end? That is a good end? In what world is that a good end? In what world is that a good end? I still want to know what would happen, like, if I, like, you know, cook
Interesting.
for him
Don't
in the
you?
form
You're
of
such a
human
weirdo.
meat. It's gonna take a while.
Where do you think the first cut should be?
Please enjoy the fast forward. It's gonna take a while. Long while. I'm only on day 4. Yep.
Why, you saw me. You're such a weird. If you find it difficult, there are traps all around the cabin.
I'm honestly
And
tired.
only I know how to get in and out safely.
Of course you
It
would.
would soon be covered with a layer of dust. Are you alright? Don't. It's dangerous. Wait for a
Yeah,
sec.
'cause
Is there
you
anything I
also
can
have a
help you?
cockroach.
Yes, I am. Have these people I haven't seen? Yes. I placed some traps near an old friend who came to visit me recently.
Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
Okay, so this is when I want to make lunch.
Okay, but I'll keep an eye on you. Don't try anything stupid.
Great. As for what to cook and the ingredients, well,
No.
okay.
Why would I do that? I just use human bodies as materials for making art. Let's put it this way. Do you eat paint and painting tools?
No, but I tried to eat glue once.
Just because I kill
like
people
Play-Doh.
to use as materials to make works doesn't mean I will eat them.
I think all of us have eaten Play-Doh glue before.
Also, I'm different from those who have fun committing a crime and kill purely for the sake of killing.
Okay, so you kill purely just for the sake?
Don't confuse me with that kind of unprincipled guy. I wouldn't do anything unless necessary. You are here only because you witnessed the crime
I
scene.
see. After hearing this, you decide to cook a human meat dish. What does that do? Can I try cooking human flesh?
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Why do you do that?
I'm quite curious about the taste of human flesh. Have you ever been curious about it?
No, never thought of it.
I guess I'm just more sick than you then. This also helps you get rid of unnecessary material, doesn't
I
it?
do have some useless cuts of meat in the basement freezer.
Great.
By the way, I won't eat it.
He says, but still takes you to the basement to open the freezer and take out a piece of human thigh meat. You turn on the oven and start to cook. Oh, a roasted human thigh steak appears on the table. He says that the human steak on the table and has no intention of eating. Huh? What's wrong?
You go ahead and eat. I have no appetite.
Fine. You cut the human steak into the size that fits your mouth, put a piece into your mouth. The human flesh tastes firm, very chewy, and has a distinct beefy flavor. It tastes a bit like venison. Although it's delicious, it's difficult to chew, so you chew it for a very long time. BP frowns and sits aside, watching you eat with gusto. It's really delicious. When you like some? He continues to watch you eat with gusto. At this point, your fork accidentally falls to the ground. You bend down to pick up the fork that had fallen to the bottom of the table, then raise your head to continue eating. You look at your plate and notice that there seems to be a piece of meat missing.
Not bad.
Oh, sorry, you just said no. Did you see something?
Nothing.
He licks his fingertips and says, "You had a fairly pleasant afternoon."
Hey!
Okay.
Hey!
So he still ate it. Okay. What if I serve him this? Yeah.
It's surprisingly quite delicious.
What's wrong?
It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time.
I can make you more if you like. Okay, so we're still gonna leave. So we're gonna go with him, right? What do you want me to do? I'm fine with both choices, but I need you to look at me in the eye and tell me, what do you prefer me to do? You stare at his eyes. He hesitates to speak and looks away, looking like he's thinking about something. Oh, I was timed. Your behavior makes him a little panicked, and he doesn't seem to be good at this kind of situation. Oh, you know that he's a flush, and his unexpected reaction makes you want to tease him a little bit. What do you prefer me to do?
I prefer
After a moment of silence, he
that
speaks.
you come with me.
Oh. He tries hard to look you in the eyes and speaks
We'll
his
set
thoughts.
off early tomorrow morning. Follow my footsteps.
Okay, I'm gonna save this. I want to know that they timed me, right? So I want to see, what if I choose the other one? If I load this, right? And they timed me for like a few seconds, right? So I want to go with him.
I prefer.
Do nothing.
If I take you with me, you might become a burden in the process.
Oh wow.
But if I don't take you, it will be even worse if you reveal my information to the police.
He calmly analyzes the
So
situation.
you might as well come with me.
Okay.
Follow my footsteps.
I think I have a better one if I, You follow the shoe prints he leaves on the snow and finally succeeds in avoiding the many traps around the cabin. Just as you're walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. Freeze! In the snowstorm, several policemen who are lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running forward. Bang! A gun shots through across the sky and you feel a pain in your left calf. You are shot. He turns around to look at you as if he's considering whether to leave you. Run! You yell at him, but he approaches you, and he holds you in his arms. You feel a warmth on your forehead. He kisses your forehead. You feel the time freeze at this moment. The kiss is almost like a goodbye. Then he leaves you and runs toward disappearing into the heavy snow. You are later taken back to the police for questioning. You say throughout the process that you were a victim. On that note, you're not lying. You don't reveal any unnecessary details. Since there's no relevant evidence to prove that you are an accomplice, the police can only release you after a long period of interrogation. After that, 2 years passed. Now you live in a cheap little apartment. You live an ordinary life as it had happened 2 years ago never happened. Today is Halloween, and every household nearby has put some thought into making decorations, but for you it's just another day at work. When you return to your apartment after getting off work in the evening, the strange thing is that as soon as you open the door you feel a gust of wind. You remember that you closed the window before going out. Just when you're about to close the window, you find a little gift left by someone on the table next to the windowsill, a red rose. You don't know why, but you have a feeling that BP has been here. Every Halloween after that, you receive a rose at your residence. It's like once-a-year greeting. Although he says nothing, the rose seems to tell everything. Although you have certain similarities, you two are people from different worlds after all. Perhaps living your own life this way is the best outcome for both of you. Good ending for 2 different worlds. Aww. Is this the end? I wanna know. Like, how many endings are there? There's 2 more endings? What is another ending?
I prefer. I prefer that you come with me. We'll set off early tomorrow morning.
Okay, so I don't know if this
footsteps.
changes anything. He kisses me and then he runs away, apparently. I got released and it's been 2 years since he kidnapped me. And after that, apparently, he sends me roses every Halloween. I wonder if anything would change, because I remember there was a box that, that there was a code, and I don't know what the code is. I'm gonna search it up on my phone, see if we can search up the other endings. So we got our head cut off, one. And then there's an all ending guide on that I pulled up. So we got good ending 1, which is the different world. Good ending 2, favorite work. So yeah, we got our head cut off. Unfortunately, there's good ending 3, master and disciple. So, for that, we gotta investigate on day 1, on day 0, day 1, investigate or sleep. Day 2, okay, let's on day 2. Day 2 said check your mail and or look at the door, stay quiet and watch. And admire the artwork. Okay. So we gotta admire the artwork. Gotta admire the artwork. Okay, and day 3, they said, use the knife to stab the corpse.
You're such a weirdo.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Where do you think the first cut should be?
And day 4 is stay and take care of him, check the kitchen, open the fridge, look in the cabinet, end your kitchen investigation. Okay. So stay and take care. And it says check the kitchen, open the fridge, take the cocoa powder, open the fridge, look in the cabinet, enter your kitchen investigation. And it says check the living room, look at the shelf, take the cocoa powder, investigate the rest of the room or end early. I'm going to end early to save time. And on day 5, we have no choices. So we're going to end it.
Why you sound? You're such a weird. If you find it difficult, there are traps all around the cabin, and only I know how to get in and out safely.
6, because day 5 we have no choices. We're just
it would soon be covered with a layer of dust. Are you all right? Don't. It's dangerous.
So apparently we're doing this master and disciple
Is there
route.
anything I can help you? Yes, I am. Have these people I haven't seen? Yes, I placed some traps near an old friend who came to visit me recently.
Okay, so day 6 it says ask him questions carefully. Pick on any or all conversation, then end the conversation.
What is it?
Okay, so end conversation. Cook on normal meal or human meat dish, it doesn't matter.
Okay, don't try anything stupid.
Let's just do the normal meat.
No, I just use. Let's just also don't. I wouldn't. You are here only because you witnessed the crime scene.
And then choose to go with him. Don't pick an answer. Let the timer run out. Okay.
It's surprisingly quite delicious.
So we just skip it, right?
It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time. Hey!
So we don't choose and we let the timer run out. Okay.
I've noticed something. It's snowing. Come with me or not. It's your choice.
Choose to go with him. Don't pick an answer. Let the timer run out.
I prefer. If I take you with me, you might become a burden in the process.
Day 7, choose I want to follow him. Ending achieved with rating 3 out of 4. Master and disciple.
But if I don't take you, so you might as well come with me. Follow my footsteps.
Freeze. And he holds you in his arms. Then you feel pain in your back. The hand he is holding you around you from behind has a sharp blade. He pierces your body with that sharp blade over and over again until you lose consciousness. Everything becomes dark. Until you just now realize that you chose to follow because... I want to follow him. You wake up from a nightmare and you are lying on a comfortable bed. You look around and find yourself in a cozy-looking room with specimens hanging on the wall.
Are you alright?
After you stab me continuously, I don't know, am I? The man asks as he opens the door. I'm alright. 2 years after that. That night 2 years ago, even after you were shot in the leg, the two of you continued to run forward in the snow. Fortunately, the wind and snow were strong enough to cover up your whereabouts, so you were not caught up. After that, you came to another remote mountainous area and rented another cabin to settle
If
here.
you're fine, get up quickly. I will need your help in today's creation.
Yes, teacher.
Bring me the bone saw.
Okay.
Iron in the blood will trigger a luminol reaction. Any area with bloodstains outside should be wiped with hydrogen peroxide at least 3 times.
So I learned that hydrogen peroxide removes all bloodstains, including the ones that can be detected with UV light.
Wiping bloodstained areas with hydrogen peroxide reduces the luminescence, but when it's dark, it still glows obviously to the naked eye. So, try not to leave bloodstains anywhere other than the basement.
So what, am I helping him kill people now?
Good girl.
Got it.
You're learning fast.
Oh. Oh, he called me a good girl. Ah. He teaches you carefully every step and every detail. You assist him in cleaning up crime scenes and assisting him in completing his creations. During the day, you pretend to be a good citizen under false identities. And at night, in a place where people can't see you, you create creations that outrage both human and gods. The paranoia of art, the clean and neat killing methods, the cautious and intelligent thoughts, the neat and invisible crime scenes. You are obsessed with everything about him, and he is the person you long to follow. You long to become the second him under his leadership. He is a good mentor. Rather than pampering his disciple, he prefers to use guidance to let you learn freely. You have become a pawn that he's proud of. For him, you would do anything. Until an accident occurred while committing crime, his legs were permanently injured and he could only walk with crutches since then. He is already in his 40s at this time, but you feel that the traces of time make his elegance even more charming. He's 40? Oh! Just when you think that the bloody painter's evil deeds have come to an end.
Take it. I have nothing left to teach you.
Take what? Teacher? What do you mean by that? Do I take his mask? To become bloody painter number 2?
You seem to like this mask very much.
Oh, I got it.
I don't think I'll use it anymore, so I'll give it to you. What to do next is up to you.
He gives his mask to you. You look at the mask in your hand and seem to understand the meaning of the teacher's words. You think to yourself that maybe your encounter with him years ago was just for this moment. I won't disappoint you. The legend continues. Good end, 4-3, Master and Disciple. Oh my god. I do want to load this. Right? And I go with him. And I choose. And I let the timer run out. But there is one that says
I prefer.
that me and him are one and the same.
So you might as well come with me. Follow my footsteps.
Ow. He and I are the same kind.
Are you alright?
Okay, so I still live. So after that, there's another good ending called Madman's House. This ending is almost the same as Good Ending 3, but the final log on choice day 7 is different. Instead of saying you want to follow BP, say that you BP are the same kind. Okay, so everything except this day. He and I are the same. I'm alright. 2 years after that. So we're still not caught up.
I heard
Okay.
someone talk very frequently in her sleep.
Oh, this is different. I was just having a nightmare. Ooh, he sits on the edge of the bed and strokes your cheek, his forehead touching yours gently.
Don't worry, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh
There's
my
nothing
god.
more dangerous than me here.
Oh my god, my heart. He is right. If you're just an ordinary person, you should be worried about the murderer living under the same roof as you now, rather than a nightmare. But you are not an ordinary person. You are as cold-blooded and emotionless as him. You two are equally evil, but this makes you both find a sense of belonging in the other. Living with others makes him feel uncomfortable at first, but living with a crazy person like him doesn't make him feel uncomfortable, because you can always quickly know what the other person is thinking, and you also know clearly where the other person's boundary is. You live under the same roof, but you don't interfere with each other. He continues to commit crimes, and you sometimes participate on a whim. You have each other by the short hairs, and you know that if you expose each other's crimes to the public, then you'll be finished too, so you more or less cover each other. You have a strange symbiotic relationship where you sometimes dislike each other and sometimes deceive each other, but you also have absolute trust in each other. Two madmen keeping each other company. Oh, bro. Okay, there's bad ending 1 called Messy is Unacceptable. Yeah. Lamb to the slaughter, smartass, too soft-hearted. Beware of traps. So I think we did all of them. We can check the CG. Day 1, day 2A, 2B, got you. Yeah, that's all the good endings. Oh my god. So that's the end of the Bloody Painted Dating Sim. I had so much fun. He's cute. But I'm just glad that at the end of day 7 we managed to live with him. Oh, actually no, hold on. There's a secret. You know the box? The code is 1001. October 10th. I thought it was October 1st. So if we load that, we go to day 2. Is it day 2? Oh, day 2. Let's check this. Let me skip the whole
Interesting.
thing.
Don't
until
you
we go
think
to
you're
the
such a
kitchen.
weirdo?
Yes, I am. My family keeps telling me I'm a weirdo.
Where do you think the
So we
first
start
cut
the
should
corpse
be?
and everything, and we're gonna open the case. I want to know what's in there. Okay. Blah blah blah. I'm asking the living room. Okay, living room. Box on the shelf. The code is 1001. Okay. You can discover this info by looking through the bookcase. Enter. The box is opened. There's a note in the box that says V equals 2FTPS P3 SLILA0. I wonder what it means. The living room is spotlessly clean. Where to investigate next? Okay. I don't know what this random set of numbers mean. Maybe it's a website. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, I don't know what that means, but I actually put it in my phone and I looked it up, and apparently it's like a bloody painter dating sim thing. I'm guessing. I don't know what it means. But I think it's something to do with the YouTube channel. Yeah, something to do with the YouTube channel. But I think that's... Oh, gee. That's all there is to it. We're gonna go to the menu. Yeah. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, because I definitely did. And it turns out the thing in the box isn't that special, but we got to spend time with him for probably the rest of our lives at this point. I'll probably continue Danganronpa tomorrow. But it depends if I have time. But hopefully I do. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed this game, hope you did too, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, stay creepy. Bye bye!